Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Today we're gonna be jumping back into the charts, see what talking charts all about. Hope you guys had a brilliant trading week last week. You've been giving all this call outs, this uh levels for entries and take profits for the past 2 weeks now. And if you have not yet joined the membership, not the membership, or subscribed and like these videos and share them to those that you think can actually benefit from this analysis, you have to do so as soon as possible, okay? Let us grow this channel as much as we can. So today we're going to be diving into the charts. We're looking into what the market is going to give us this coming week. And let's start today with, I think I'm going to start with the Great British Pound US dollars, all right? So my plan for last week, I think towards the beginning of the week, I had this resistance zone here. And what I expected was a price to dump from go up and dump from here. Okay, so I was expecting this move from this to this zone where there was a sell area and price to retrace back here. But that didn't happen. Okay, so price actually did move on, but it went back a little bit higher to my supply zone here. So basically, if you see this, um I wrote this down. I said resistance zone, sell short but above expect supply at 13600. We almost got there. We actually did get there. Almost. Let's see. Yeah, we went all the way to 135.87. All right. So basically that plan was a good plan, but it didn't go the way I wanted it to. All right. But still the market doesn't tell you give you what you want, right? So we basically had we had this move like this. I was expecting this to happen, but that did not happen. It stayed over here, went up here and retested this supply zone, and now it dropped. I was also expecting for this support to hold, and I think I took a long here, but it kept dropping, so here was a loss. This trade was a loss for me, okay? But no hard feelings. It happens. All right, it happens, and yeah, let us move on from there. Right now I'm gonna clear this out so we can get like a fresh perspective, all fresh charts. Shit. All right, so with all this cleared out, I want to get a fresh perspective of what I can expect for the coming week. All right, so right now on the 4 hour, I think the upper trend has been broken. I don't trade trend lines. I just use them as guidance. Okay, so if I want to draw this, I will see that on that level. If I want to extend this, I'll extend this on this level here. So there was a trend line break, trend line broke, and it retested the trend line. Not too deep, but that's what we got, right? So is this a retest gonna come again for the third time? Not very sure. Are we gonna be seeing this again? No. So let us see what we can have on the pound USD in the coming week. All right. So basically we're here under support, 4 hour support. I want to put this here in the support area. Are we expecting a long from here? Maybe not. We have a 4 hour support there, and we have a 4 hour resistance here. All right. Support and resistance. Basically price action strategy that I use. Okay, so we're looking at these two areas for buys and sells. All right, if the support area holds, then we're good. Now we have a demand zone for this pair that I can mark all the way down here. 132.18. That I think we have a good demand zone on. All right, I can bring this a little bit up here because before in the 4 hour, if you can see this, this was a previous support area. Okay, so we had a support here. Price dipped a little bit down and went up straight like that. So what I can see on this pair, I think we could have a bit of a support zone here, so I could extend this a little bit to give myself a little bit of room. So let's say 3,300 give or take, right? We're on 34 right now, 34, 36 ish. So 3,300 could be a good area to go long on this pair, all right? And the second reason for that is because we have this consolidation here, which normally the big guys would do before they pump the price up, all right? So a consolidation is also basically distribution for the big banks, so they distribute your orders, and whatever direction that happens from there, that's where price moves. So basically, price action strategy as well. If you look at this zone, we have a rally, base, rally. Okay, so this becomes support or becomes demand. All right, so that's what I'm seeing for the and 4 hour. I go to the 30 minutes where I take my trades mostly. In the 30 minutes, let's see what we get in the 30 minutes for the pound US dollars. Pound US dollar 30 minutes charts. I think it's almost the same thing. Okay, I want to look for buys towards 32.50, and also that's if this area doesn't hold, if this zone, if 136 or 33.95 doesn't hold, then I'm guessing price is gonna drop away way further. All right. So if you're looking at this, price is already here. Are we gonna keep this on, or will price basically go straight down from here? Okay, or are we looking at something like this? We test and fall here, then go back, right? So I'm looking at these two zones. So basically, where I want to short right now on this pair, I'll mark my short zones. Where I think price will fall off from if price gets back there. That's right here. I'm gonna extend this for you to see. I'm looking for a retracement of this pair towards this area here. Okay, 135 20-ish. If we get back here, I want to short this area. Why am I going to short that? I have a high volume not to the downside here. It was a support area before. It got down resistance right now. So if price is to get to this area, I'm going to short at 135.05. All right, I can short there with a little bit confidence that price is going to retrace backwards. All right, because they could push it all the way up there just to sell it, grab liquidity and all whatnot. So their supply, a resistance area, two reasons: drop, base, drop. It was a previous support. If you look at this, we had a support here, and price went up and fell again down, which was a sign of weakness to this zone on the downside. Okay, so that blotted out. If you can see this, we still have orders to the upside. Is the reason why price fell on Friday and had a little bit of hit station and went back up. But still, the best part or the best place to actually get long on this pair is all the way down here at 33 or almost 3300, right? 3380 or something like that, right? Where we have this consolidation zone here. Okay, so picture perfect. Support here. We got support. We got resistance. I'll put this one short term resistance. Sell short here, this area. Okay, and you want to see if you can buy here. This is going to be a zone for buys. So I'm going to put buy long on this area. Okay. So mark the zones, 3300s for buys. If the support breaks, we're definitely coming down here. So if we have something like this, we have this, comes down here, it returns, this becomes resistance. Okay. So we're looking at these two zones right there. All right. So that being said, let me see here. I have buy, support, short-term resistance, so short, and here is going to be another supply zone. But given that price has already tested this trend line break, I don't think we're going to go back to retest right now. But we also have yeah, I think the last time I actually marked this because we see resistance, price came back and sold off. All right, we also have another supply zone all the way over here. But we're not taking that trade right now because we are not doing it long term. But we can also have a sell area right here at 36.81. All right. And worst part is right here at 37.50, where there was a high sell off from that area. Okay, so make it juicy for you. If you are gonna sell for supply, this is a good spot for you to sell. Are we gonna go back there this week? I doubt it. What I'm seeing this week is a little bit of a dollar strength, which means this price here is gonna pull down a little bit. Okay, so market zones on the pound USD sell around 3500, 3505, 3509, and you want to buy at 3400 or 3300. All right, two zones to buy down here. Okay, Got any questions, leave me in the comments. I can clarify this for you. Our next on the board is going to be USDCAD. Okay, USDCAD is a direct opposite of the USD pound. Sometimes they go separate ways, or they go like how can I put this? They go in the opposite direction. All right. If the pound is dumping, the USDCAD is going up. If the USDCAD is dumping, the pound is USD is going up. That's what I've noticed, and you can see it on the charts as well. So picture perfect, I had this already drawn out for my last um uh analysis. We have supply or demand or support, and price still came there and held, and now we are retesting this resistance. Okay, so if you look at this resistance, sell short, support, buy long. All right, so what I'm going to say is this: price was moving in a consolidation zone here where USD cat. We had a bit of a consolidation here. We see this blue box I drew a long time ago, and price was moving sideways for almost a week or 2 weeks, and price shot up, then dumped again, came all the way down to this support area. Okay, and price now respects the support. And on Friday we had a high move up. If you go on 4 hour, we are just consolidating. So if you want to look at this, I would say we're doing a zigzag, right? We're doing support resistance like that. Okay, like this. So that's what we're seeing on the pound or the USD CAD. So what is my plan for this pair moving forward? All right. Now that we have come across, we were able to beat up the support area. I'm guessing for price to come back to this 136.76 area, right? Mark this very well on your charts. I want a retracement towards this previous session VWAP. Okay, I'm going to go long on this pair. If price retraces back here, what I want to see is this on the USD CAD. Retrace to this view up area. Is this view up area, and um, if you look at this, it aligns as well with previous day support. See this? We had a support that was drawn last week or last 2 weeks, and that's where the view up is right now. So this is going to be a support area because you see resistance support. If we have this, then I'm looking at price will drop from there. Same thing I have here. See, I haven't changed the position on this trade at all. I want to see this from there. Okay. So USD CAD, wait for retracement towards 136.75 and take it long from there. For two reasons. Consolidation, we broke above the consolidation. If price would have come here and ended at 76, then definitely it's going to be a sell. But price came and broke above it, which was a resistance, right? So now we're coming back to retest the support, and you take it up from there. All right. That's basically what I have for the USD CAD. I don't know how fast or how strong the US dollar is going to move, or if the Canadian dollar is going to beat the US dollar still. I have the zones up here for shorts. I have the zones down here for buys. I think all the way down. The support for the back. I have another zone here at 3,500 to buy. So right on 135.00 to buy the USD CAD. So picture perfect. This is quite easy. Anybody can see it. Wait for a drop for the Monday session. Okay. Wait for the drop to the zone and take it long from there. If we're still in the consolidation, you basically want to buy the box. And I would say we have two boxes here. We have the 4 hour box. Short the tops, long the bottoms. Okay, that's a 4 hour box. Short the tops, long the bottoms. Okay. But if you don't want to do that, you're afraid of the risk involved in buying the support and selling the resistance. You just want to maybe stay away from the USD CAD for now. But basically, is what I see here. All right, retrace to 135 or 136.77 and take it long to 137.60, and that's about 90 pips you can catch on the straight. Okay, moving forward, let's do the USDJPY, which also did a good move on Friday and had a good trade on the USD CAD past Friday. Made some money on that. USDJPY made some money on that as well. So we're looking at this on the 4 hour. We could still be in some sort of consolidation, or maybe not. So price went over to the supply zone resistance. You see my zones always just getting marked up, right? I didn't mark this today. These were done like a long time ago. You can go check my videos and you're going to see that. All right. So price came over here, sold from there. All right. And now, right now, it bounced off this support zone that was drawn earlier already. Okay. So That's on the 4 hour. 4 hour is still some kind of consolidation, even though it's not really marked. But the support is holding on the 4 hour. Okay, we have a support here holding on the 4 hour, which gives us a bit of an edge, knowing that we can trade support and resistance on this pair. All right, so we have a support here. You can mark this out if you want to. That's what I see. In case we cannot go above this area, resistance above expect supply. If the US dollar cannot beat this and go above this, then we're coming back again to retest the support. All right, so just look for where to buy and where to sell. We're gonna go to the 30 minutes where you see my entries. Price came, there was a heavy buy zone on Friday for some reason. Price just shot up, right? Good for those who were buying and too bad for those who were selling. And I want to say I'm actually bullish on this pair right now, at least for the next couple of days, unless something stupid happens in the market, right? So support now is going to be back here. It was drawn already. So I had the support zone here. And if you see the reason why, you saw the price actually did that, went up, came back, support, then came back with its second time support before it dropped, before it sold off, right? So right now we are in the zone that could be some simple resistance zone. Price needs to mitigate that and get away from that zone, all right? Price needs to get away from 130, 147.75 or 147 or 148. All right. So I want something like this to happen if I see it, a retracement towards this previous day price action and we test the supply. Okay. If we can have that also on this pair, if we can have that, if we can have that, or if we cannot have that, then still we can make other plans when the session expires on Sunday or Monday morning. Okay. So we have that. Um, so basically support here, order to the upside with a retracement back to 147.20-ish, I think 147.20 or 146.95 is areas you want to look for buys around here, support, and you want to sell in this resistance zone here. We got resistance now here on the red line, or you want to sell in the supply zone right up over here. Okay, so USDJPY picture perfect. I don't have a lot to say about this. It's not moving in a very good direction for you to go or buy here, sell here, unless I set support resistance. That's all you got to do. Okay, that's all you got to do on this pair right now. The next we're gonna have right now is a Great British Pound Japanese Yen. I gave this analysis on Friday. Sell the box, short the tops, buy the bottoms. That's it. There is nothing to say here. Absolutely nothing to say here. And we have resistance over here. We have a core resistance here. There we go. And we have another zone for buys all the way down here on 47. Okay. The reason why we have that, I'll mark that up. I have this concentration. I have another, and I have a third concentration or distribution to the upside. All right. So that gives me an edge to say if price comes back to these areas, then I could stand a chance to buy here and make 30 or 40 pips. That's all you need in the market. You don't need to make 100 pips. A lot of people just think you need to make 1,000 pips to be successful in the forex market. If you can have 30 pips every day or 40 pips every day, you should be good. With one lot, 40 pips is a lot of money, right? You have that consistently for a year or 2 years, you'll become a millionaire if you want to. But it's hard for some people. But if you want to do that, you can do that. All right, guys. That's all I have for this pair. Not much to see. Buy here, trade the box, or sell here. Those are two options I have. Or wait, we have a supply zone all the way up on the 4 hour. We have supply here at 199.35 or 199.50. It's not a supply zone on the 4 hour that you can take on this pair. Okay, so buy the tops, buy the bottom, sell the tops. That's all you got to do. If your price to come down, you buy it again. If price breaks below this area, we're coming down to 147-ish. Then we can have a move like this. So if I want to see, I'm a good guess, I want to have something like this. Okay, make that right? And from then I want to have something like this, okay? And Great British Pound Japanese Yen. So that's basically it. If you got any questions, leave in the comments. Hit like and subscribe. And as I said, I'm looking for the first 200 or 100 subscribers to join my Telegram and my Discord channel to get free signals like this every day. I give signals every day, people, on TradingView and on my YouTube channel. All you got to do is hit like and subscribe, make a comment and say subscribe, and you'll be put on the list. And when I get the 100 subscribers, you'll be added into the group for absolutely free, lifetime access for free, and so you can get your um you'll be getting all the good news and bad news on the pairs I trade. All right, right now I want us to jump into some news that is popping up in the markets right now, and also to look into the coming week, the news we have in Forex Factory. Okay, it's very important that as a trader you should be going through news and stuff like this, because this is what moves the market. Fundamentals, technicals move the market. So to all of those people who follow me on TradingView, I would tell them, hey, we have to make sure that we follow the news as well. All right. So this coming week there was a lot of stuff happening in the markets, but before that, we want to get into this recent news where Donald Trump has come into a trade deal with the European Union. All right. So basically, we don't know how this is going to affect the pound JPY, because every news you see in the market affects a pair, or the USDJPY, and also Euro USD. But I don't trade Euro USD right now. Okay. So if you see this, it's what is happening, is booming in the markets right now. Everyone is talking about it. We have reached a deal with the European Union, and now there we go. Someone says Euro, let's go. Um, Yeah, so let's see. Euro to the moon, dollar up over 200, euro up over 50 right now. So basically, we're seeing that euro is overtaking the US dollars for some reason, which is good. All right, which is good. So if you're trading, you want to make sure you follow the news. All right, and let us come back to the coming week. We have on Sunday, basically GDP, CBI realized sales. This is not very important. They're all yellow folders. Um, on July 29th, we have the JOLTS job opening. This always moves the market at 7 a.m. my time. So whatever time this applies to you. The news on the Australian dollar usually doesn't affect a lot of pairs, but it affects any pair that is with Australian dollar and Japanese yen. All right. Um, Now, this is where it gets funky. We have the ADP non-farm employment change. This always affects the market really, really good. Like Euro USD, USDJPY, GDP, I think, JPY, and all these pairs. All right. So anything that affects the US dollars in red folder, you want to watch out for it. Canadian dollars, anything the Canadian BOC rate statement really doesn't affect the market that much, except with Canadian pairs. USD Federal Funds Rate, FOMC statement, FOMC press conference. This affect the US dollars and Japanese yen. Now, this is the monster of all of them, all right? JPY, if you trade JPY in any pairs and whatnot, you want to watch this. I think on this day, cut off all your trades, all right? On this day, before this time, let's say 6:30 p.m., you want to get out of all your trades with JPY, all right? Because there could be a spike up, it be a spike down, and you will never know, right? So you want to wait till maybe 11:45 p.m. When all of this is gone, then you can tell what direction the market is going to go from there, all right? That is on July 30th. Now let's go to 31st of July, Canadian dollar GDP, not very important. US dollar employment costs, employment claims always matter. So you want to watch this as well. Now, I cannot predict what is going to happen with the market with these news coming up, but I always stay out of the trades. If I realize I'm in the wrong side of the trade, I get out, right? I don't stay there to wait for the news. It's a gambling to trade news, just so you know, it's big gambling, unless you know what the news is going to bring out of the market, all right? 5:30 p.m. August 1st, we have average hour earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. All of this affects the market, all right, guys? So whatever market you trade in the US dollar, even the stock market, the crypto market is going to be affected.
currency is going to be affected as well, right? So Saturday, there's nothing happening there. So today, the top news today is Trump will reach a deal. How does this make the US dollar and Japanese yen work, right? Um, went so far, all right, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comments what you think about this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this analysis today. If you have any pay you want me to look at, leave me a message, and I will create time for that and get that done for you. Okay. So that being said, people, happy session or next week trading sessions, and look out for my daily analysis and all that. Okay. That being said, bye bye.